Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Believe it or not, yesterday was the first time I've actually watched the entire movie Hustler, starring Jennifer Lopez, the 50-year-old Jennifer Lopez. Oh my goodness. Damn. God damn. The 50, I don't know if anyone's actually seen that movie, but if you haven't, I mean, God, 50 years old and just doing it, looking like something. Shit. I'm telling you, J-Lo at 50. I mean, listen, that was one of the reasons. In fact, it didn't come out, to give you some backstory, this is 2023 when I'm recording this. It came out in 2019, so 4 years ago, she was 50. All right, 4 years, so now she's 54. She's still looking like something, like, golly. So, again, that was one of the main reasons I was actually going to go watch that movie, but I never got around to it, because I remember that was around the time, if I'm not mistaken, the Super Bowl was here in Miami, and, you know, J-Lo performed at the Super Bowl again, tore it down, just, I mean, gorgeous, fucking gorgeous, all right? Gorgeous. I mean, and they're doing it looking like that at 50. I'm telling you, man. God, send me the next J-Lo. I'm telling you, dude. And anyway, you know, I watched the movie I saw some clips of it, and it was, because it was playing on BET, I believe. It was playing on one of them channels, and I never actually watched the full thing, and it jogged my memory that, you know, I wanted to watch that movie because I love lessons like that. I love business lessons like that. You know, say what you want about them strippers, but they know how to get paid. They know how to hustle they shit, right? Straight up. So I watched it, and the movie is actually available free on YouTube, you know, and that kind of brings me to today's Move Swiftly thought when it comes to the importance of owning your story, owning your intellectual property, owning it, all right? So, yes, J-Lo gave an absolute, like an Emmy Award winning performance, like an actual, not only did she star in it, but she produced it as well. She tore it down, you know, showed why she is the best in the business, one of the best in the business, if not the best, all right, arguably the best in the business, all right. Did an incredible performance, and she brought a story to life that got me curious, right? So I went on, after I watched the movie, I did some research, because, you know, I do dabble a little bit in the whole movie franchise storytelling type of a thing, because that's a lot of where I get my contact. In fact, on this very podcast, there's an episode I have titled Film Franchises, where I break down film franchises and how they were able to take one story and build upon another. And also, there's an article coming out in a couple weeks. Oh, go ahead, bro. There's an article coming out in a couple weeks where I break it down even further in the written format, right? So, anyway, once I got finished watching the movie, I got curious about the real life Ramona, you know, who was inspired by her, what inspired the story. You know, J-Lo played a stripper named Ramona in the movie, and apparently the person who the story depicted was not happy at all. It's not happy at all with the way J-Lo deframed her character and made her look, the whole thing. And the real one, her name I think is Samantha Barbash or something like that, and she has a book out telling the real story. She is even, you know, making money off the fact that the movie even came out. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's still a win-win. But one of the things that got said by her is, you know, she's quote unquote suing them or suing the movie for defamation of character, something like that. And at the end of the day, I don't believe she got anything. She couldn't get anything. She couldn't get any money out of them. So there was nothing that she can get. Why? Because they didn't use her name. They didn't use her name in the movie. They offered her a position, or offered her to be a part of the movie, but she said she didn't want to be a part of it, and they moved forward with the project anyway. So there was absolutely nothing she can actually do. And there you go again, another reason, another example as to why your intellectual property is something that's your responsibility to own. It's your responsibility to own your intellectual property and then make it so you can profit and monetize off it. But if you don't own your intellectual property, there's people that come in and they could take your story, twist it however they want to twist it, and there's nothing you could do about it. All right, another reminder. See this right here? Move Swiftly plus LY. I own this logo. This logo I paid for. I own it. All right, I own it. Own that shit. You got to own your intellectual property. Own the things that are going to be bringing the audience to you and how you want to present yourself to the world. Ownership is the key. Ownership of your intellectual property. That's what it's all about, all right? Main website to check out to dive deeper into all this stuff, makeyourmove.com. That's makeymove.com. It's a one-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.